Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth. You look at the Bulls. They're at home in this one. But even if they win, it's unlikely they'll advance to the next round.
Unfortunately for them, their odds are slim, and slim pretty much went out the window a long time ago. It's hard making the knockout stage of this cup.
And now, checking out how the Celtics are doing, they have steamrolled through the NBA Cup so far, with 3 straight wins to start the competition.
And with this being their last game of the group stage, they want to keep it rolling, right? Going into the knockout phase, undefeated gives the team a lot of motivation to take home the trophy.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. Now here's Porzingis. His last outing, he had 18 points. The shot by Holiday, no good. Chicago with the ball. Here's Butler. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
White a screen on Ball. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis passes to White. Lets it go from deep. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful, you're trying to stop that.
Ball sets a screen for Butler. Puts up a 3. Ball no good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Vucevic a screen on Brown. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
And White kicks to Brown. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's White. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And one thing they'll never have to worry about with Butler, he's always going to take initiative.
And he can't get the first one. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Tatum against McDaniel. Pass to Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Chicago grabs the miss. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. And here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And these teams have had different stories so far in the NBA Cup. Greg, one is undefeated. The other is under 500 in these games.
Yeah, so that 3-0 team has major motivation, right? They want to keep the momentum going, but don't sleep on their opponent. They want to win to register some positive momentum and also focus on the regular season.
First one falls for him. Richard, for the Bulls, just one playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectable. But with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
Both good from the line that time. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Holiday with the 3, rebounded by Vucevic. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Magic. Back to Ball. Pass to Butler. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And here is Tatum. McDaniels defending. Chicago trailing. Pass to Vucevic. White against White. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Boston's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Tatum, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
McDaniels, and Tatum pulls it down. Well, the Celtics shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. It's White on the wing. White covering. And another miss by Boston.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
McDaniels passes the ball. Vucevic has screen on White. Deep 2 from Ball. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Brown. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Part of what makes Drew so valuable, he's a guard who can score without the ball.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Teams will make substitutions. Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. Number 5, the Bulls.
And contrary to what we see from other teams, this squad has no interest in playing strictly as individuals. Their assist numbers show what a cohesive bunch they are.
Bulls trail by 4. Caruso looking for an opening. Butler on the wing. rebound by the Celtics. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
The shot's good. Butler's got 8.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. He's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Celtics. They're up by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
On the court for the Celtics, we've got Evan Fournier. Achua is out there with Horford. Then it's Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the shooting guard. Now Dosunmu, following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Outside Butler. Free throw line jump shot. In the paint, Butler.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Fournier for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Now for an update on Vucevic's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer. He said it looks like he bruised his tailbone on that play. Tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Hopefully we'll see him very soon. Boston trailing.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And he knocks down the first one. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. Show us those moves. Everybody get down.
Caruso. He's checked in for the Bulls. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Alex Caruso is second.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Tatum draws the double. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Tatum's range on display.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Pass to Dosunmu. Vucevic down low. He's against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. Outside Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Ball kicks to McDaniels. Vucevic setting the pick for McDaniel. Drills the three-pointer. McDaniels got 5 now.
He just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
To the paint, here's Tatum. The rebound by Dosunmu. The Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Porzingis. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Takes the 3. Boston again missing. Chicago leading by 4. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
That's good from Ball.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Some changes for Chicago. Butler, he's checked in for Vucevic, and it's White in for Dosunmu. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Jason Tatum. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Pass to Brown. White, a screen on Caruso. Brown outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Celtics trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To stop the run, and he lays it up and in. Brown's got his second basket.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
And White kicks to Butler. Outside, Ball. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Achua. Here's Brown. Porzingis with the ball. White looking around. Boston needs to get off a shot. Holiday with the 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Caruso, no good. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Kobe White.
The focus you get from Holiday is constant, and that goes for both ends. He's always looking for ways to help.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Butler passes to White. Back to Butler. McDaniel sets a screen for Butler over Horford. And again, no good by Chicago. Celtics trail by 3. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for White.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Butler against Porzingis. Left side, Butler. Nice move. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Chicago Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're measuring out the shots. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn Supersonics.
Now let's turn our attention to Jimmy Butler and that impressive first half we just witnessed.
He's been hunting for a shot pretty much all first half, and why not? The results speak for themselves.
From the naked eye, he just looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Isn't
Ernie, what is a naked eye?
I was just about to
say.
say, isn't the eye always naked?
It is.
Well, no, if you put glasses on.
Ooh.
Well, glasses like clothes. Eye clothes. Let's start a new company, Kenny.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
The Bulls leading by 3. We've got White. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Butler. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
Outside, White. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got himself on the board with 3 there. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Now Ball. After the missed 3 from Derek White. White, a screen on Brown. Here's Butler. And it's White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 4. Holiday, the pass to White. Back to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Rebound by the Bulls. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Butler. Oh, Butler flying to the rim.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying to make a statement.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
To check out some stats for Ball. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games, averaging 13 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Outside Holiday. And here's Brown outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And Boston has possession. The Bulls getting their last shot to go. White, good.
Heads up play by Holiday. He saw the opening and helped exploit it.
Ball, the pass to McDaniels. Now Butler. He's covered by Brown. Brown against Butler. To the inside. Here's Ball. Good D by Holiday. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Pass to White. Here's McDaniels, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
Brown outside. Over Butler. Moves back up. And it's Brown missing. The Bulls leading by 7. Inside. Porzingis with the steal. Here's White. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
And that one falls for White. Osumu, he's checked in for Kobe White. Achua, he's checked in for Boston. And both free throws good for White. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Jason Tatum.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now, here's McDaniels. 9 points in the game so far. There's Ball with the 3. It's hauled in by Achua.
Even with the big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
The Celtics have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
So for the Bulls, Torrey Craig comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Alex Caruso in for McDaniels. And a change for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis. He hits the second from the line. Chicago leading by 4. Osumu with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And again, Chicago, no good. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6.
Excellent move from Holiday to set the bucket up. No surprise there.
Outside Butler. 122 left in the third. And Boston with the rebound. Now here is Holiday. He has 6. Over in the corner, Brown. For the tie. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Dosunmu, the pass to Ball. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Butler. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. The lead is 2. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Butler with the ball. Trying to get something going. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bulls lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Achua is out there with Tatum. Then there's Horford. And it's Banton in at the point guard. And the basket is good.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
At the elbow, Vucevic. Fades back. Banton with the rebound. The Celtics shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. And here is Tatum. Pass to Hauser. There's a screen by Achua. To take the lead. Hauser misses. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Now, Caruso. At the elbow, Vucevic. Vucevic gets double-teamed. Dosunmu, the pass to Phillips. No good on the triple. And Boston has possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And here's Tatum for 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. That sends Dosunmu to the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum. And the Bulls making a change here. Ball's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Drew Holiday's checked in for Delano Banton.
At the line for 1, Ayo Dosunmu.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
It's time for the Jonas crew in the 3-1-2. It's time to give out for your 3-1-2 crew.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here is Holiday. Tatum with a screen on Ball. Here's the three. The shot by Holiday, no good. Bulls leading by 3. And Beverly kicks the ball. Nailed from three-point land.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Pass to Achua. They double in with Vucevic. Vucevic with the block.
Powerful swat by Vuce, showing how effective he can be on D.
Ball dishes to Beverly. Back to Ball. And Boston with the rebound. Achua's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Now here's Tatum, and the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Achua. The Bulls leading by 3.
Number 40, Luke Cornett.
Dosunmu, the pass to Beverly. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Now here's Caruso. No good on the 3. Holiday looking over the floor. There's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Holiday's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Chicago making some changes. Daniels is checked in for Alex Caruso. Butler comes in for Dosunmu. And it's White in for Patrick Beverly. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. With the teardrop. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And White kicks to Holiday. Tatum against McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. Tatum no good. Bulls have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Pass to Butler. The kick out to Ball. They get the rebound. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. And the Bulls lead by 3.
That is just a big shot from Ball. I like seeing him step up and show that leadership.
Back to Holiday. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Off target there with the little leaner.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Jaden McDaniels.
He's off on the first. And he ends up missing both free throws. Celtics trail by 3. And it's White missing. Pass to Butler. And here is McDaniel. Vucevic's screen on Tatum. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Holiday. He can't hit that time. Great D that time for Vucevic. Here's White. His three-pointers off the mark. Celtics trail by 3. White the pass to Holiday. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
For the Celtics, Drew Holiday at the line for 1.
That's good from Holiday.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Here's Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. It counts. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Brown against Butler. Good.
And it's obvious that Butler is a star in this league. An amazing performer. And this is a guy who lives for these moments.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Keep on dancing. Next dancer.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
That is a hard-won rebound, a man's rebound right there. Way to battle for it inside.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Porzingis at the elbow. Tatum down low. Defended by Butler. Oh, off target. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. A 2-point game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Lonzo Ball, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'd pretty much do it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Once again, Chicago Bulls.
Nine seconds left in the fourth. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for the Bulls, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's White. Boston again missing. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Boy, were they resilient, ending the group round at 2 wins, 2 losses.
And we'll see if it's enough to advance, though the NBA Cup shows no mercy.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jimmy, I know it's been a down stretch of late here, but you were everywhere in this win.
I feel good. Made some shots, got to the free throw line, got to win. That's all I really care about, man. I'm glad we pulled this one out. Hopefully it's the start of something.
Certainly looks like it's trending up, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Jimmy Butler.